Good morning. Welcome to another Friday, and welcome to Stop 1. And we had a nasty storm here. Cooler level very high. But you know, I've talked to you about recognizing signs of sabotage, and I can also recognize signs of customer help and interaction. There's no way that this pool's deck is as clean as it is without my homeowner helping me. So I'm sure he has been using his pool blaster. Yeah. See, it's still set up, and that trash can is full, which I'm going to take that out right now. But let's start our day off and cleaning up and coming up, and we'll move on to our hot tub. Okay, let's take our chems. Yeah, this pool is, for the storm we had, this pool is in pretty good shape. Yeah, that's fine. No chlorine, that makes sense. But we're gonna evacuate some water. Let's see, just for grins. So that's just under 3,200. So yeah, really not necessary to add anything today. We're just gonna clean it up and we'll move on. Okay, I have been evacuating some water to this drain here. I know that's an approved drain. I got my evacuation hose hooked up here. I'm gonna wrap that up. We're cleaned up and chemmed up. Yeah, I want to thank the homeowner for helping me out. Yeah, there's no need for a riptide. Okay, we're here at our hot tub here. Let's pop the top, see how we're doing. Yeah, that water seems really clean. I'm gonna jump in that thing myself. Okay, so it's 98 degrees. And let's quickly take our chems here. I'll just do this all in one here. Yeah, water not draining. I'm thinking there's not a drain there. Okay, so, and that's fine. That's common with hot tubs. They go through the chemicals quicker, right? So there's nothing in there. So what we're gonna do different this week is I have brought a tab floater. So I cracked one of my 3-inch tabs. I put half of it in here. I scrunched it down. And so that's how we're gonna do it right now. Okay, so that's how we're gonna chlorinate for the week here. I'm gonna put half of a splash, which is what I put last week, and then we're gonna take our chems again. All right, so let's take a look at our chems here. This is, I just added here my splash, and it was like a half of a splash that I added last week. So the pH is, you know, it's kind of on the high side. It's nearing an 8, but these cyanuric tabs, they'll knock the pH down a little bit. So that's it, we're done. There's nothing in here. Homeowner does a good job of keeping his and her feet clean, and that's what you do in a hot tub. So we're moving on. Okay, here we are at stop number 3, our square pool perimeter overflow spa. And yeah, actually the level is a bit high, but yeah, I'm not going to evacuate any water. I can still see there's no water line tile here. It's just pebble right up to the coping, which actually I kind of like, but it is, I think the level is good. Actually, I'm going to leave it. If you remember last week, we were drained all the way down to right here. Of course, the rain is going to preclude that from happening in here. But yeah, this is our visual indicator here, is, oh, and it's kind of funny, the water does not lie. It's obviously higher over here than it is right here. But yeah, that's one of my visual indicators to see if this is totally submerged or like really deep underwater. Then I know it's time to evacuate some water. In the meantime, let's take our chems. All right, here are our chems. Yeah, there's nothing in here, but you know, this is a lot of rainwater, so yeah, makes sense. Anyway, we're gonna leave it. I'm not gonna leave anything, or I'm not gonna add anything. It's gonna be raining through the whole weekend, or so the weather person says. So anyway, I'm gonna clean it up and we'll move on. Okay, I feel good about this. We've cleaned it up. It was, you know, chem to satisfactory level. I'm not going to add anything. Oh, I missed one leaf in the middle of the pool. I'm going to get that, but we are going to move on to stop 4. Okay, we're here at the spool, and the spool was a little thrashed. It gets whatever that is in there, and there was also some baby floaty thing. Please, pool guy is not a kitty cleanup crew. So anyway, yeah, this pool's got plenty of chemicals in it right here. That's basically a perfect spool in the sense that they're using this thing all the time. They heat it up. This is a spa. This is just a big spa, so you got to treat it with a little bit more chlorine, and we had 5,200 parts per million on the salt. We're looking good. We're moving on. Okay, so we're here at our edge pool, our new edge pool, and our customer is not happy with the interior finish here, and so I have I'm currently not going to be taking care of this pool until the builder fixes the issue. So it's 8 o'clock, 8:15. Pumps aren't supposed to be running, so of course they're not. We've got this pool just when we got it all squared away and working perfectly, we go and we get sabotaged by the builder. So I'm not sure. Last couple of days I've noticed on my screen logic that the pump is not running, but we don't need to be spending electricity and chemicals and manpower and time on a pool that is going to be drained. And yeah, so I'm gonna fish those things out, but I'm not even gonna waste a test strip on this pool. This water should be drained like within the week, so I don't need to be wasting a bunch of time. Okay, second to last pool on Friday. Our pool with a cover, rectangular pool with a cover, and we got some, I didn't open this cover, we got some smart homeowners who know the importance of taking care of their cover. And so in case you don't know, or in case you have one of these things, yeah, that's what you do. When it rains, you open up the cover. That, or you have one of those little pumps that the cover company gives you that you will just plug it in, you leave it, they're completely waterproof, and then while the cover is shut, as the water starts to pile up, this little pump does a on-demand kind of thing and will get rid of that water on the cover. So anyway, we don't have that issue. We're open here, we're looking good. I can already see that the water chemistry is I don't know how much chlorine is in here because they had family visiting, I guess, but last week, but looks pretty crystal clear to me. And so anyway, let's do our chems. What's the prediction? No, I didn't think there was going to be anything. They definitely used the pool last weekend, and pH is a little high, but we still have a little, you know, chlorine in there. Not a problem. I'm going to add a tab because, actually, no. Hold on. Look at that. Cyanuric is really high. Actually, it's not high. It's... yeah. well, it's in the high side of ideal. So anyway, I'm gonna add a little acid this week, just so I can bump down that pH. And yeah, I think that maybe I'll add a little liquid just to make sure we get through the week. But anyway, I'm gonna chem it up. Doesn't really need any cleaning. I'll brush it up, and then we'll move on to our last stop of the day. Okay, we're out of here. I actually did add half a gallon of acid and a full gallon of chlorine. These people are going to use the pool again this week, and they need the sanitation. Moving on to our last pool. Okay, last pool of the week, perimeter overflow pool. And we have our welcoming committee, our doggies. Hi, guys. And so it's just right about 9, and I can just hear that the pump kicked on. Once again, we're gonna watch this cantilevered area, and we are never walking on that again. I haven't had time to contact my homeowner, but he needs to be notified of that. So every time I look in here, I look right in that trough, and I still do see some algae in there. This is 2 weeks out of the Pool RX. So, but once again, the water looks great. There's no algae spots. Maybe 1 or 2, like near the stairs and the return. You know, when a pool goes green and you do a filter clean, that's just not it. I mean, you might actually have to do one 2 or 3 times. I don't think that's the case in this pool's case. There's it's not like they have a litany of kids, you know, using it and doing what little kids do. Yeah, this pool's not being used so much at the moment, but it will during the summer. And I definitely want that trough, all that algae in our perimeter overflow to be gone. So anyway, I gotta say, I hate this ground cover, but so far it's not really doing too bad. There's never anything in this pool, and I'm almost certain that my homeowner, as good a guy as he is, he's not doing anything. He's too busy. So anyway, let's take our chems here in the deep end. Okay, so plenty for a winter pool. Actually, no, that's not true. We'll add a half gallon. That's like a 0.5, and the pH is okay, alkalinity is okay, and our cyanuric is just fine. I'm gonna add, you know, this pool is in full sun all the time. I'm just gonna add a whole gallon and allow it to do its thing. So anyway, yeah, during the winter, 50 some degree pool, yeah, I'm gonna add a gallon. Okay guys, that's it. This is the end of another week. I want to thank you for joining me. Hey guys, please give me a like if you enjoyed this. You know what, I'm really got some big changes on the horizon here. A different look to the channel. I spent a ton of money on some new equipment. I'm just waiting for the weather to clear up so I can actually use it. It's not waterproof like the GoPro. But anyway, you guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Give me a like if you like this. Subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you on the next one. It's my pleasure to serve you. This is the Angry Poolman signing off.